Hey, in today's video, I'm explaining what brands are referring to when they mention the term in perpetuity in conversations and contracts, so that when you come across it, you know exactly what they mean. But first, let's get some context. So here's an example from an influencer brand contract that came across my desk recently. Brand may use and amplify published content as well as any derivative works on brand's website or any of brand's digital channels, including their newsletter. All content shared by brand will be in connection with this program and will include attribution to influencer in the form of an @username tag via a social platform. Duration, perpetual. And for further context, here's an example of this term being used on a popular influencer platform. You hereby grant us and the corresponding sponsor of the campaign a non-exclusive, worldwide, gratuitous, fully paid, perpetual, irrevocable usage and copyrights, with the right to assign and sublicense, license to copy, display, upload, distribute, store, modify, create derivative works of, and otherwise use and exploit the content that you publish through the platform. Does anyone else get a headache after reading stuff like this? If so, please feel free to drop a facepalm emoji below. So, like I mentioned, in today's video, I'm going to cover the phrase in perpetuity because, as you can see from these two examples, it's something that you'll occasionally see in brand contracts as well as on some influencer platforms. And it's important that you're aware of what it means so that you can feel confident negotiating usage rights rates with brands. So listen, this is a term that you really need to be on the lookout for as an influencer or creator, because I cannot count the amount of times I've personally seen this term in contracts, and unfortunately, many influencers miss it. So if you're one of those influencers, well, that could actually cost you a lot of money down the road. So let's talk about it so you can decide for yourself whether it's something you're comfortable with or not when signing brand contracts. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jay and I'm the creator of 11th Street Studio Influencer Agency. If you'd like to learn how you can join our private influencer community to partner with brands that are looking for influencers just like you, click the link below this video to get on our influencer VIP email list. And if you'd like to learn about all of our e-courses for influencers, including how to grow on Instagram, how to get brand deals, how to price your rates as an influencer, and how to negotiate brand deals, make sure to click the link below this video to check out our members area where you'll find all of the e-courses. Okay, so what is perpetuity? Well, if you see the word perpetuity or in perpetuity in a contract or an email from a brand, it's referencing usage rights, which I cover in another video, so make sure that you watch that next if you haven't already. And it implies that they want to use the content you create forever and as they please. So essentially, if you sign a contract in which a brand lists usage rights in perpetuity, this means they will own that image or video forever and can do whatever they want with it, like post it to their social media and run it as an ad, place it on their website, mobile app, a billboard, TV ad, print ad, or even resell it if they want to. So you get the idea. And they have the legal right to do so if they include this in a contract that you signed. So make sure that you read every single word in the contracts brands send over so that you don't inadvertently sign your rights to your content away. Or you can always hire a lawyer to do so. Now, ideally, if a brand says they want to own the rights to the content you create in perpetuity, they are prepared to pay for it. But make sure to read your contracts carefully because, like I said, some brands can be sneaky and will try to slide this into the contract and hope you don't notice. So always, always, always read the fine print. Otherwise, an image you create that a brand pays you, say, $500 for today, may be ran as an ad on Facebook 5 years from now and result in $250,000 in sales. And yet, you were only paid $500. Can you see how this can be a problem for you? So please be on the lookout for this. Also, if you don't want to sign away usage rights in perpetuity, you do have the right to ask them to remove it from the contract. Remember, contracts are negotiable. With that said, if you are comfortable with this, but a brand is unwilling to pay you for usage rights in perpetuity, you can certainly request that it be removed from the contract before moving forward with the partnership as well. Okay, now let's pivot and chat about the juicy stuff. Namely, what should you charge a brand for usage rights in perpetuity? To be totally transparent, there is no exact science to pricing perpetuity, and there is a lot of room for interpretation and negotiation. So realistically, the final rate you charge is 100% up to you. But in my experience, I found that many influencers charge 3 times their original sponsored rate for the content. So, for example, if you charge a brand $1,000 for a sponsored post, you could charge them $3,000 for usage rights in perpetuity to own the full image or video rights. So keep this in mind whenever you find yourself negotiating with brands and reviewing the contracts they send over. If they want to own the image and use it as they please, they must let you know because this changes everything and will significantly change the total rate or fee for the project. Meaning a simple partnership with a brand involving one sponsored post could start with a rate of, say, $1,000, but with perpetuity in the contract could easily increase the final payment to $4,000 if you were to add on a premium fee of $3,000 for the brand to purchase usage rights in perpetuity. Okay, that's it for today's video. Now, before you go, make sure to watch the other video I published describing what usage rights are and what you charge for usage if a brand requests your rates. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. Also, I know this topic is kind of complicated, so if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you liked this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel and make sure to click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.